Welcome to another edition of SNN's Friday Football Fever, everybody. It's presented by Ingman Marine. I'm Don Brennan, and our game of the week, as do many games this week, has playoff implications. So let's head out to Tornado Alley. Yeah, it's a showdown. 5A District 11, all defense early for both teams after turning the ball over on down. Southeast looking to score on this drive. Alex Taylor to the Latrell Peavy, and it's a 7-0 game in the second. Then Taylor looking downfield on this drive, connecting with Jatoris Galloway, but he's going to get hit and lose the football. Tornadoes pick it up, but Booker would go 3 and out yet again. Knowles still struggling to hold on to the football, though, as Taylor pitches to Peavy, who just can't get control or keep control. Booker's Eddie Hundley falls on it, and that's 2 fumbles and a turnover on downs for Southeast in the first half alone. Second half looking different. Taylor hands it off to Peavy, who almost goes down, dodges that guy. Then this is where SNN's Lyndon Blake starts running for her life. Anyway, Peavy does get into the end zone there. Another touchdown for Southeast. In the fourth, Booker trying to get on the board. It's Ziegler, the keeper. Jermaine Ziegler with the touchdown on the keeper. And Tornadoes get the 2-point conversion, 20-8. Knowles still leading, and they'll top it off with this run by Jamar Timmons. Southeast wins the big game over Booker, 26-8. Final score, Southeast, 26-8. As I said, Ben Bobick is at the game tonight and has more from Booker. Ben?
Thanks, Donnie. It was a sloppy game tonight here at Tornado Alley. The Seminoles pull it out 26-8. The turnover bug kind of laid over to this week. They committed 7 turnovers. That includes turnover on downs last week. They had about 5 or 6 tonight. 3 fumbles, 3 key fumbles that kept Booker in the game probably longer than they should. The Tornadoes just couldn't seem to get anything going on offense. And the Seminoles looked a lot to their passing game. Alex Taylor passed the ball. Had some success down the field late in the game. And as for Latrell Peavy, he lost 2 fumbles, but he made up for it, got in the end zone twice himself. And it seems that they look past those suspensions. They play Harmony next week with a playoff spot probably on the line. Now, Hardy did get the win tonight, meaning they are the district champions. So the Seminoles are looking for that at-large bid. As for the Booker High Tornadoes, they play Ray River on Monday, and they'll close out the season next Friday as well. But the Seminoles get the W tonight, looking to make the playoffs next Friday. Back to you.
Thanks, Ben. There was no post-game handshake, and that was mandated by Manatee County. So anybody who thought Booker just stiffed Southeast, that was not the reason. They agreed beforehand not to do it. Both teams wanted to, but they didn't want to go against Manatee County's edict. Now, it was a big win for Southeast, but 12 turnovers last 2 games. Coach Rashad West was not totally psyched about that, and he's going to work on it as they go towards the playoffs. Now, the Out-of-Door Thunder back in the playoffs for the first time since 2010. The smaller schools are in the playoffs. They hosted Santa Fe Catholic, and we go out to Thunder Field. Thunder Stadium is the Thunder's first possession. Quarterback Gus Mailer going to toss the ball to Dakota Dickerson on the pitch. He goes in for the touchdown, and Thunder was up 7-0. The Hawks, however, they would bounce right back. Coming right back is Cameron Ransom. Gonna throw a bullet to Jalen Taylor. Look at that. And Taylor, then he's gonna go the rest of the way, and he's gonna take it in for the touchdown. They didn't get the extra point. It was 7-6 Thunder. We go to the second quarter, and ODA in the red zone, gonna hand off. Gonna go to Dakota Dickerson again. He runs it straight in for a 14-6 ODA lead. Santa Fe Catholic, they would get the ball, but then they would lose the ball. They'd fumble it, and Tomas Giacinti recovers it for the Thunder. The turnover would set up Dickerson forcing his way into the end zone. They were up 21-6. Gus Mailer and Dickerson would each add 2 more touchdowns as ODA was up 35-6 at halftime. They went on to win 42-6 over the Hawks to advance in the playoffs. Now for a quick break. When we return, highlights from St. Stephen's, Venice, Cardinal Mooney, Charlotte, Port Charlotte. They're all coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you to the cheerleaders. Now, many teams trying to make the playoffs, while several already playing in the Sunshine Athletic Conference playoffs, as we saw with ODA. Tonight, St. Stephen's, arguably the best team in that conference, hosting Bishop McLaughlin. And they got going right off the bat. First drive of the game, a couple plays in, Chase Brown taking the handoff, and he's gone. Jordy Edwards isn't getting credit for this touchdown. 72 yards later, Brown has a touchdown and a 7-0 Falcons lead. Shortly after, from the 30, Fred Billy, the scoring machine on the keeper. He too is off to the races, makes that move, can't make the ankle tackle, and he's not going to be stopped. It's 14-0 after 70-yard touchdown from Billy. Then the defense got in on the action as Parker Landsberg going to shut down the Hurricanes quarterback and give him a little extra shove a la Ndamukong Suh. Yes, Falcons quarterback Billy again on the keeper. And 45 yards later, he adds to the 100-plus career touchdowns that he already had. And that was 21-0. Then he decides to share. He's going to go to the air this time. He hits downtown Sidney Brown in stride for a 50-yard hookup and a 28-0 lead in the first quarter. Falcons went on to win 49-0, and they advance in the playoffs as well. Venice trying to hold on to that district lead as they take on Palmetto at home. Indians quarterback Bryce Carpenter going to give the ball to Brandon Gregory for a 12-yard scoring run. They don't hand the ball off a whole bunch. That was the first touchdown of the night. Carpenter this time, he's going to keep it himself. He wants some glory here, and he does a good job of sneaking through the line, goes 22 yards for the touchdown. Then he's going to take to the aerial assault as he's going to let one fly, the bomb to Javon Hiley. Javon catches it, slowed up a bit, got it, and he gets forced out of bounds eventually. Inside the 10-yard line, that would set up another Carpenter to Hiley scoring connection. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, says Javon. The Tigers mount a comeback, though, as Anthony Marino behind center going to take to the air and hit one of his favorite targets, Trey Goodman, who makes a nice catch with somebody draped all over him. It's first down. Marino, next play, airs it out for Goodman again, but he's picked off by Noah Carr. And then Carpenter, a little later, he too is going to be passing again. This time he's going to be intercepted by Sidney Pompey Jr. Venice wins it, though, 42-16 to take the district. And when Friday Football Fever continues, Braden River, Lakewood Ranch, Port Charlotte, and Charlotte, that huge rivalry, and lots more. Friday Football Fever's coming right back. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever. We did have a Thursday night game. Braden River has to make up a game against Booker on Monday, so they took an extra day. They moved their game up to Thursday, so they had a couple of days to prep for that Monday game. Pirates head coach Kurt Bradley had his team ready to rock and roll. They took the kickoff and drove quickly down the field. They took off literally, or Deshaun Fenwick did at least, up and over, in. Then he goes to the ground for this one, so he goes high, he goes low, 7-0 Braden River. Northport on the punt, and they were punting, and Kyle Cota going to take it, takes it about his 35-yard line, and off he goes, makes a move. I was a little scared on the sidelines there too, people running, trying to hit me, but they caught Kyle Cota, but not until he had 40 yards, and that set up Ryan Gagg hitting Cameron White on the flat, in the flat, and White does the rest for the touchdown. Nice athletic move there after a Terrell Thomas interception and a field goal. Fenwick would come right back at you. Here he comes. He's coming right into your living room. This one had me scared too. I was afraid for my life. Look at the size of them. Everything pumping like pistons. That's set up. Gagg hitting Knowledge McDaniel, who hits the end zone. 24-0 first quarter lead. The Pirates went on to win 52-14. They seem to be peaking at the right time. They have Booker on Monday, as I said, and Sarasota traveled to Lakewood Ranch, and it was senior night for the Mustangs, but this game really belonged to the Sailors and Brian Battie. He got the first points on the board as he takes the ball and never looks back. 55 yards, he outraces everybody for the touchdown. Would be a familiar theme all night for the Sailors and for everybody, really. Watch this next play. One of the most phenomenal runs we'll see all year. A little fake handoff, throws to T. He gets out in the flat, but there's nothing there, so he goes all the way back the other way and around some people. All the way back. Then he finds a seam, and there he goes. Look at that. He ran about 50 yards before he ever headed upfield. And then he goes in for the score all night long. Brian Battie, that was his 45 yards, and it's first and goal for the Sailors. Surprise, surprise, they go to Battie. He had 4 touchdowns in the first half alone. He would score again in the first half. The Sailors go on to win 34-0. Now, the Pirates of Port Charlotte trying to win for just the 5th time in 37 years. The Fighting Tarpons looking to continue their domination in this rivalry. Second quarter tied at 7. Port Charlotte with the ball at their own 4. Paul Barnes finds T.J. Luther 96 yards to pay dirt. Pirates up 14-7 at the half with water balloons raining down on them. Whoa, getting a little ugly over there. That's not like the Charlotte fans I know. Second half, Fighting Tarpons showing some fight as Jaden Grant punches it in for the touchdown. Tied at 14 late third. Now in the fourth, Alex Muse calls his own number. 30-yard touchdown as the Tarpons take the first lead. And that was Tarpon. Now, late in the game after the Pirates pick up the 4th down. Conversions, Octavius Cummings punches it in, the tie to 21, under 30 seconds to play. Oh, and the field goal right there to win it. It was back and forth, like Charlotte just kept coming, and Kenny Scribner wins it with the field goal as the Tarpons hung on, came back 24-21 to take that victory from Port Charlotte. Now, Cardinal Mooney Cougars playing Clearwater Central Catholic. I think the first Mooney game I ever saw was the last win of Mike Dowling's career over Clearwater Central Catholic in the playoffs in November 2006. Opening kickoff, Mooney's little razzle-dazzle as the Castro brothers hook up. Jack to Sam, and Sam takes it all the way inside the Marauders' 35-yard line, but the Cougars would miss a field goal. CCC on the offense, they hand it to the big guy, Johnny Newton, carrying defenders down the 3-yard line. And they would look good all night. They held Cardinal Mooney to just a field goal as Clearwater Central Catholic went on to win this one at home. And that's all she wrote. Mooney fell 24-3. All right, don't forget Monday, Newsom plays Manatee at Manatee, 7 o'clock, while Braden River takes on Booker at Booker, also 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching SNN's Friday Football Fever. You can see these highlights all day tomorrow right here on SNN or at any time on SNNTV.com. Thanks to Ingman Marine, and also thanks to Joey D's Chicago Style Eateries. Have a great weekend, everybody.